day, everyone, and thanks for coming to this event. This documentary you're about to watch is about the Bright Maths Academy, and it's also about Pastor Bright, the person that we are here to celebrate today, having received an award of MBE from the Queen. We are here to celebrate a man who started his journey back from Nigeria. His teaching career started from a very long time, over 35 years ago, and over 25 years here in the United Kingdom. He has touched so many lives, he has touched so many families, he has been a good encourager and a contributor to this community and to communities that he has lived in. So we're here to celebrate and you're here to watch, so please listen and watch this documentary very well. Rome was not built in a day, so you're actually going to see where Pastor Bright started from. Started back home in Nigeria over, like I said, over 35 years ago. But we're witnessing a climax here today, that whatever you do, even if you do it in secret, God rewards openly, and this is the reward that we're celebrating today. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming, everyone. This is actually a tribute to the celebrant of today, to my husband, Bolahon. My dearest Bolahon, it has taken some time for me to distill my thoughts and pen to tribute to you this evening, the man that I know. The words are insufficient to capture the breadth of my thoughts. I'll try to give you the essence as I write about someone who in many ways and who has done so many things to me. As my best friend, my big brother, my boyfriend, my lover, my mentor, my coach, my greatest encourager, my husband, my pastor, my boss, my everything after my Savior, Jesus Christ. Where do I begin? I can barely recall my life without you. As for the greatest part of my adult life, you have been such a strong and positive influence to me and to your children. You have influenced us, you have instructed us, you are directing us, you're molding me, you're shaping me into the woman that I've evolved into today. Some people see me and they see a great woman, an achiever. Behind every woman, there is a man standing right behind, and that's my husband, Bolahon. In today's parlance, or today's experience of what men are like, what's not to like in this man? Listening to a tall and handsome man, cultured, eloquent, cautious, and someone that I would always look up to as a friend, and small wonder I'm married to you, Bolahon. Over the years, I've watched you evolve from a father, from a husband to a father, from a pastor to an apostle, from giving pastoral care to parishioners, and to counseling as many people as possible, from penning sermons to notes, and to becoming an author, from gathering a handful of fellowship to even speaking at events and speaking to so many lives. What can I say? You're really a multifaceted man. I love you beyond words. Your commitment to your family and the sacrifices you make to ensure that you spend time with your children and I, regardless of cost or personal inconveniences, challenges me to do the same. The perception with which you correct and direct us inspires me, while the patience with which you bring understanding to difficult matters is worthy of emulation. During the course of 23 years together, not once have I had cause to fault your leadership and direction over the family. As our prophet, our priest, our provider, again and again, I have learned from your actions that being there when it really matters is not an option, it's essential. The ways in which you express love to all of us elicits our love to you. You are indeed a terrific husband. I thank God for the desire you had almost how many years ago now, 24 years ago, to spend your life with me. I recall with a warm heart your writing and you're asking me that day, will you marry me? As we worked together, I pray today that your success will continue to light in the sky, will continue to lighten up, and your success would not be demeaned in Jesus' name. Together we will fulfill purpose. Together we will go places. Thank you for being the loving, the caring person you are. When you received this award of MBE, I was excited, I was happy for you because you deserve it. I speak on behalf of your children and grateful to God for having you as our father in this home. You got the MBE for services to education in East London. So we appreciate you, we love you. Thank you for being the loving, caring person you are. Thank you for being the selfless person you are. Thank you for being the trailblazer that you are. Thank you for how you relate with the youth, including our first generation children. Thank you for being the great husband and the father you are. As you celebrate this MBE today, I pray God's very best for you as you embark on yet another journey to fulfill God's mandate to this nation, United Kingdom. Thank you and God bless you.
So you will be on holiday from school, isn't it?
Yeah, from
so after the holiday, you come back here. After the holiday, you come back here. Is that okay? Is that clear? And Rumen, do you hear my announcement?
Yes.
After the holidays, you come back.
Yes.
Hello? Get that?
Raphael, all I need to eat my mouth.
You are not coming next Friday. After your school holidays, you come back.
Next time.
Could you tell us your name and your occupation, please?
Well, actually, I'm an independent researcher. My name is Mandira Luluyeli.
Okay.
So,
and what's your occupation?
Yeah, I'm an independent researcher.
What are your key responsibilities for this particular project?
Now, in actual sense, I happen to be the coordinator.
Okay, that's good.
And so I take care of the kids and look at their skills in terms of how to bring them up in the area of mathematics anyway. So we have courses for them to deal with them, dealing with them on the basis of their knowledge and levels. So we try to identify what they are able to do with at the onset.
Yeah.
And then we pick it up from there.
Yeah. And what influenced you to get involved in this project?
Well, I would say that it's been a part of me. So along the line I met the pioneering started Mr. Bright. So he's been he was my former teacher then, isn't it? Back there in Africa. So it's been part of me. So it's something that you have passion for, something that you just do, willingly.
Yeah.
So it's been part of me, and I see it as a way to influence people. Yeah, I love working with kids. So you love seeing them developing, and then relate it to where they started from. So it tells you at least what you're doing, is been impactful.
I have not finished this one. My name is Enito Olowe. My occupation is nursing.
Okay.
And I've been in nursing for about 35 years now.
When did you get involved in the project?
I actually joined this project in September last year.
In September?
Last year.
Okay, and how do you think the project is helping people in the community, young people?
We've got some about 24 children. Now, when we started with about 6 children.
Okay.
And most of them, they've got good reports in school. They are in the top class in the maths. And we introduced English as well.
Yeah.
And they've been doing very well. A lot of people are on the waiting list. They still want to join us.
What more do you think needs to be done by the community to help the project to develop further?
We've got 3 places at the moment. We run Tesco. We have one in Marsgate and we have one in Barking Library.
Yeah.
We are planning to have another one on Friday, but we haven't got a space yet. This place is being sponsored by Tesco and it's free.
Okay.
They even give us tea and biscuit for the children and they don't take any money from us. Other places we pay for it, but we're still looking for places, especially for Saturday. So I don't know if the community can help us provide a place for us, preferably free.
Yeah.
We will be really, really grateful.
Okay. So apart from Tesco, do you have any other sponsors currently sponsoring the project?
It's a self-sponsored. Some of the members of the church, which is the Redeemed Christian Church of God,
Yeah.
Mercy Sanctuary, some of the members, one of them sponsored the one in Marsgate,
Yeah.
and the typing of papers, photocopying, is all self-sponsored by members of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Mercy Sanctuary.
Hello, I'm here at the Free Community Maths Project and I'm here talking to B. Just going to be asking him a few questions about his involvement within the project. So the first question I'd like to ask you is, what's your occupation apart from the project?
I'm a business analyst by training.
Okay, that's good. And what's your role in this particular project?
I'm a volunteer teacher and I also help with the admin side as well.
Okay, that's good. And what motivated you to get involved?
Well, it just took a visit. I was invited to bring my daughter in and I could see the passion in Mr. Bright and the whole project and I just wanted to be a part of it because I saw it as a winning project and I just want to be part of the team.
Yeah. When did you get involved?
It was last year, I think it's close to about 7 months ago, thereabout.
So how do you think this project benefits the community?
I mean, a few minutes ago, before the kids left, you can see the diversity of the kids. People from Asia, Africa, Europe. The diversity is just so rich, and it's been awesome. The feedback has been really good from the parents as well.
Yeah. What more do you think needs to be done by the community to help such projects that are being done in the community?
Well, first of all, there's more personnel. We need more volunteer teachers.
Okay.
And also funding with regards the venue.
Yeah.
Tesco has been so good to give us his venue for free.
Yeah.
And they provide drinks and refreshment for the kids as well. So if this can be replicated, across the borough, maybe different other supermarkets or community centres, it will really be nice.
Yeah, and in terms of other parents or other people that might want to help out in this project, what's the criteria for them to get involved?
Well, first of all, there has to be a passion.
Yeah.
And commitment as well.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely they have to be DBS checked.
Yeah.
Just to be able to ensure that they're suitable to work with children. That's more or less it. We just need people with passion and people who can spare their time.
Yeah. And how much of your time would you have to give up within the week for you to be part of this project?
The minimum you can do is like about 1.5 hours once a week.
Yeah.
For example, this runs between 4:30 to 6 p.m. on a Wednesday, so 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
Maximum 2 hours of your time once a week. Yeah, that would go a long way.
Okay. And where do you see this project in the next 5 years?
Apart from just this project, I see this project being replicated across the borough, across London.
Yeah.
It will stand as an example that people will try to replicate across London. So I see this growing massively. Not even in the next 5 years, in the next 1 or 2 years, I see it being replicated and growing massively.
Yeah. So in terms of the parents within the community that want their kids to be on this project, what sort of advice would you give to them as into how they can get their kids involved in this project?
Well, the parents have to be educated, as in the fact that education is important for the children. They have to take it more seriously.
Yeah.
And if they take it seriously, this place is always available to take in their kids as long as there's space.
Yeah.
And we just advise parents to get more involved. The more involved they are, the better their children will perform in literacy and all the key subjects.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. You know, hopefully the project continues to develop, and good luck in the future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
What is this for? You got to side volleyball.
You don't do that. Do that. Okay, you're not missing that.
You did have one in okay, I'll two plus.
Yeah, come now, mate. Yeah, because you're not doing anything. I think about it forever. Hexiba, stop. Back to your seat now.
Let's start.
Back. They have a different sort of bed.
Hi, I'm here with Ade here at the Free Community Maths Project, and I'm just going to ask her a few questions about the project that she's part of. And the first question I want to ask you is, what's your occupation apart from being part of this project?
I'm an IT consultant, business analyst.
Okay, that's good. And what's your role that you play in this project?
I come in and just volunteer, help the children when they need assistance with their maths. Yeah.
And what's motivated you to get involved in this project?
It's something that I'm quite particular in because I've got children, and also I have a passion for young kids, and especially when it comes to their performance in school. Also, I'm opening a center like this, also in Newham, and to study it off. So I needed to come in here, get some experience, and use that one to be able to guide me in what I intend to do later.
Yeah. And so when did you get involved in this project?
Just a month ago.
Oh, only a month ago?
Yeah, just a month ago, yes.
I mean, that's good. So what more do you think needs to be done by the community to sort of help projects like this to develop further?
Well, definitely a lot of sponsorship is quite important, just to keep things running, and also it would be nice to have other centers like this to help, young people, because really when you think about it, education in UK is quite, a major issue right now, major concern regarding English, literacy and maths. So the more you have different places that are, providing the free, clubs like this, then it's something that, it will be nice for the community, to get involved in.
So apart from obviously the community providing places where you can give free teaching, what more do you think the community needs to do to help?
To help with, giving places, at least without them having to pay, to make it free. There's so many, community centers that can allow, this kind of things to take place.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And in terms of people that might want to get involved in sort of teaching the young kids, what's the criteria? What do they need to have for them to get involved?
To get involved, mainly you need to have the passion to want to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's the first thing really. You really need the passion to work with young people. Secondly, you definitely need to be DBS checked. It's quite important, to make sure you can work with children. And, just have, because really if you're dealing with primary school kids, you have a bit of, you have the knowledge of maths and English, definitely, to, run with it. So that's what I think.
That's good. In terms of you yourself, where do you see this project in 5 years' time?
Oh, I see this expanding all over. If there are as many boroughs in London that can tap into something like this, I see it, growing, expanding in more boroughs, the more, and as it goes along, really people hear about it. And I think this will even encourage so many other people who don't even get involved in things like this, to help out. You hear the progress. I came in today, one of the young people said to me, oh, I had my maths test in the school and I did really well. And before, prior to coming here, she used to have, her performance was really quite low, but now she's really, progressing. And when people hear things like this, and how well the children are performing, they definitely get involved, and
it's something that they will want. Other people want to do it in other boroughs. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you said you're starting, obviously you're opening your own borough.
Yes.
How can people get involved in terms of helping you personally on that project?
Yeah, it would be nice to have volunteers come along who are going to be committed to, definitely, working with me. That is one area that you need volunteers to help, because without volunteers, you can't really get something like this done. It's free. So the more people you can get on board who will not need to be paid is what you really need.
Is there sort of like a minimum time or minimum days that they would need to come in each week to volunteer, or is it literally
one day a week?
Okay, one day will be enough.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Okay, that's great. I mean, thank you very much for the interview. It was nice talking to you. Good luck on your new project.
Thank you.
Cheers. Hello, I'm here with Mr. Bright, and first of all, I would like to congratulate you on your MBE by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. The first question I would like to ask you is, could you briefly tell us about yourself, please, sir?
Well, in a nutshell, I'm Pastor Bolahon Ayonde Bright of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, the Master Sanctuary. I'm a teacher with over 35 years of experience. The experience has been quite challenging, demanding, but at the same time quite fulfilling. I'm happily married with 3 children.
That's fantastic.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Your citation for your MBE was in service to education in East London. How did it all begin?
Well, the whole thing started while I was in Nigeria. Yeah. Even though then it was on a small scale.
Yeah.
But coming down to the United Kingdom, my wife got involved in politics.
Yeah.
It was an eye-opener. Eye-opener in the sense that it revealed to me that there's more to life than just working without making impact in the community.
Yeah,
so we're able to take that to the next level. Mm-hmm. Like the Bible says, there's joy in giving than receiving.
Yeah.
So it's an expression of love, and more importantly, while we were in Hackney then, I felt the need to be involved because the students most of the children there were disadvantaged by virtue of their background and by virtue of their upbringing. Parental involvement, parental support were lacking. So, and I don't like to sit on the fence. Wherever I find myself, I want to be relevant. I want to make an impact, make a positive change as a believer. We are meant to reflect the glory of God. We are meant to be an advertiser of the power of God. So in totality, that's how it began. It began while I was in Nigeria on a small scale. But coming down to the United Kingdom, when my wife got involved in politics, is an eye-opener that we need to be involved, not to sit on the fence.
Yeah. This project has been running for many, many years. Yeah. What has been the sustainability factor?
Yeah, in a nutshell, in all things we just have to thank God. The most important factor is the foundation. If the foundation is not built on the truth, no project, no organization, no life, no ministry can withstand the test of time.
That's
Experience, they say, is the best teacher. Anything you want to do, if it is not based, firmly anchored on the truth, it will appear to disappear. This vision is built on the love of God. It's not on any self-aggrandizement or for monetary reward. It's an expression of love. It's built on the truth, anchored on the truth, and also for the passion that I have. And also, I must not fail to to mention the factor of grace. So we don't struggle. We've been doing this for the past 20 years.
Yeah.
His grace has been sufficient for us. And also we were privileged to have committed volunteers. Those who were able to give their time, those who were able to give their effort in terms of praying to make it happen. This is not a one-man show. I'm a team player. I believe in collective responsibility. So that commitment from team of volunteers also has been a factor towards making this dream a reality. So that has been the factor so far.
That's good.
Yeah.
And how has this project benefited the community?
It has benefited the community in different ways. Let's use that of Hackney as a case study.
Yeah.
Number one, to an appreciable extent, in 2006,
yeah,
we were working with Morningside Primary School. For a year, it was free. We worked, we gave our best, and for our effort, which was resulted in increase in awareness, increase in performance in Key Stage 2 result of that school that particular year, it was quite it was quite a fulfilling experience. It was a blessing. So academically, it's a blessing. Number two, it creates, we are out to create an awareness that those who read in every area of life, they must lead. So we're able to create a positive awareness as far as mathematics is concerned. Let the students, let parents understand their role, their involvement. Like I always use this illustration, you can't clap with one hand. It's not possible.
Yeah.
So everybody have they have their role to play to make things happen. So we can't sit on the fence. So that's the message we are passing across. Don't sit on the fence. Don't try to be critical. Get involved, and that's when we can move forward. As believers also, we are able to share the light, because by so doing, people ask questions.
Yeah.
Question about our faith. Say, why do you do this? Are you sure you don't have any hidden agenda? By such questions, we're able to answer them. What we are doing is an expression of love, demonstration of gratitude, because I've been blessed in this country, and we have to reciprocate that. I don't want to be an ingrate, so we have to give it back, to the community. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is that it has created an awareness as far as Christian faith is concerned.
Yeah.
That look, we stand by giving, not receiving all the time, because if you give, you're always on top.
That's true.
That has been the benefit so far for the community. Questions have been asked, and we're able to answer them appropriately.
Yeah. What advice would you give to some of the people that may want to start up projects such as this one, or that may want to contribute in this particular project?
That's a very good question. You see, it's very disheartening that people do things, might be laudable, but the motive is not pure.
Yeah.
And when you have a motive that is not pure, take it from me, whatever you want to do, you can't go far.
That's true.
That is what I've seen from my little experience as a teacher. If you want to do something like this, let your motive be pure. Don't do it because you want people to recognize what you are doing, because whatever you do, there are three classes of people, as far as appraisal of what you are doing is concerned. Some will not accept the reality of what you are doing, some will undermine it, and some will never respect it. You don't need to lose focus. That's the second point. Number one point is that you must have a pure motive. Number two, avoid distraction. People are going to castigate, people are going to, say comments that are derogatory. They want to undermine the power of vision. Remain focused. That's number two. Number three, give it all it takes, because input is what determines output. If you are ready to give it, for the over 20 years we've been doing without any recognition, but we are so focused, and because the vision is well defined, that is why I can say we have been privileged to have volunteers who are equally committed. So that's my advice. Have pure motive. Don't get involved in anything. Even if you want to get involved into any career, don't do it because of monetary values. Do it purposely because you are called to do it. if you are not called to do something, never do it. So that's my advice.
Okay. Apart from the MBE you've just received from Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, what are some of your achievements that you've achieved?
Yes, I tell people, teaching, that's my life. It's beyond a word. I've seen many lives being transformed in this country. For example, I have some of my students who are consultants. I have some of my students who are into politics. One in Sodok Council is also a reverend. He rose to the position of a cabinet member in Sodok Council. I have them in several places. Some are teachers, they are doing excellently well. I have some working all over. So, and one thing which I've always realized, which I want parents to understand, you see, is the power of sincerity of purpose as it relates to the vision of your child. You must believe that your child is a gift from God. You must be able to ready to discover, nurture, encourage, support that vision. It will become a reality. Most of these children, the foundation sometimes is shaky.
Yeah.
But we try to support them and make things happen. I say it and I'm re-emphasizing it. Every child is gifted. Every child is gifted. Because the Bible says we are carefully made, created by God.
Amen.
And that is, we are meant to, to fulfill a destiny. By His grace, we will all fulfill our destiny in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So that is my own advice so far.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Bright, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
It's my pleasure.
And I would like to wish you all the best in the rest of the project. And thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm here with Pawan, who attends the Bright Academy, and I'm just going to ask him a few questions. And firstly, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, my name is Pawan. I'm 13 years old.
You're 13 years old. Okay, and I understand obviously you come to the Bright Academy. How is it so far? How is it benefiting you?
Well, I've learned quite a lot of new things, which have pushed me further to get the top grades I need.
Okay.
For example, I've done my GCSE maths when I was about 11. I got a B. I was 4 marks off an A, but it's just simply because I wasn't putting too much effort.
Yeah.
But now I've realised after my GCSE exams is that I need an A star, and I just immediately thought to myself, let me just get rid of all my distractions and let me just go for it. Let me revise as hard as I can, and I managed to get my A star in about a year.
Yeah, congratulations.
5 years course.
Yeah, and so like how long have you been coming to this academy?
I've been coming to this academy for the past 2 years.
Okay.
And it's been a wonderful experience.
Yeah, I mean that's great. And in terms of other young kids that might, that might want to get involved in this sort of academy, what advice would you have for them?
Well, I would advise them to watch less TV, because that's one of the things which are holding me back. Sometimes it just manipulates you. For example, I've learned that SpongeBob SquarePants, it actually, let's say, decreases your IQ.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From scientific knowledge.
Yeah.
And it's not good.
Yeah. So how often do you come to the academy then?
Then I often come a few times a week.
A few times a week, yeah. Or after school?
After school, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's great. I mean, thank you very much for speaking to you.
Yeah.
And good luck in the future.
Thank you.
Cheers. Could you please tell us your name and your age?
I'm Thomas, and I'm 17 years old.
Okay, and when did you start attending the Saturday school?
I started attending roughly about half a year ago now.
Okay, and how are you finding the lessons? Are they helpful?
I find them really useful because normally on a Saturday, we wouldn't have college, but with the extra lessons on the Saturday, Mr. Bright puts a lot of time and effort in to help us with like anything that we need help with, and to me that's I'm grateful.
Yeah. And how often do you attend the lessons?
I try to attend as soon as much as I can.
Yeah. So is it only on Saturdays or is it other days?
Yeah, it's only on Saturday, but we have lessons as well during the week with him. And also he does extra sessions in the Maths and English Hub.
Okay.
So.
What is that online?
It's an area in the college.
Okay.
And so we'll come in for 2 hours and go through any work we need help with.
That's good. When you started attending the Saturday school, what did you aim to achieve?
Just to knuckle down, so not get into trouble.
Yeah.
And just focus on my studies.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's helped a lot.
Okay. That's good. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Could you please tell us your name and your age?
My name is Abigail and I'm 18.
18.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. And when did you start attending the Saturday school?
About a month ago.
A month ago?
Yeah, a month ago.
That's good. And do you find the lessons helpful?
Yeah, they are. Really, because I get a one-to-one contact with Mr. Bright and he teaches really well.
Okay. And how often do you attend the lessons? Is it every Saturday or other days?
Every Saturday, and we've got even lessons during the week.
During the week? What days during the week do you have lessons?
On Tuesdays from 9 to 12.
Yeah.
And on Thursdays 4 to 5:30.
Okay.
And then on Fridays.
Yeah, that's good. When you started attending, what did you aim to achieve?
I want to achieve on my GCSE like A or A star.
Yeah.
So when I started coming to the lessons, I've got like being more serious and confident about myself. So
Okay, that's good. Thank you very much. That's all the questions we've got for you. Yes. Tell us your name and age, please.
My name is Rafina and I'm 12 years old.
12 years old. When did you start attending the Saturday school?
Started last week on Sunday.
Last week, so you're new to the Saturday school?
Yes.
How are you finding it so far? Do you find it helpful?
Yes, learning lots of new things I haven't learned before.
So you like it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Then how often are you going to be coming then to the Saturday school?
Quite often.
Every Saturday?
Every Saturday usually.
Okay. How did you find out about the Saturday school?
We phoned Mr. Brian and he told us about to come here.
Okay.
Instead of coming to his house.
Oh, right. So you used to go to his house before to get some help with your...
Yeah.
Well, that's good. And when you started coming, what did you want to achieve?
I wanted to achieve a higher grade in my maths and English.
Okay, that's good. And do you feel so far it's being helpful? You feel you're progressing, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you very much. It was nice talking to you. Take care. Could you please tell us your name and your age?
My name is Ola and I'm 14.
Okay, and when did you start attending the Saturday school?
Like February, I think.
Okay, and how are you finding it?
It's alright, like the questions I don't understand, they help me.
Okay, so it's very helpful then. And how often do you attend the lessons?
Very often, but sometimes I miss like Saturdays, maybe because I'm lazy or because I'm going somewhere.
Okay, but you try your best to attend,
I
isn't
try.
it? And what did you aim to achieve when you started attending?
Science, because like sometimes I find science difficult because it's just complicated sometimes. So especially chemistry and physics.
So do you feel as though you're improving?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's good. Anyway, thank you. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Could you please tell us your name and your occupation?
My name is Princess Bright and I'm currently studying at the University of Westminster.
Okay, and what influenced you to take part in the project in the Saturday school?
Well, obviously I've seen how my dad's been working hard with all the Saturday school and free maths tuition, so I thought it would be good for me and beneficial for me to get involved and help, and it also builds up my sort of teaching skills and quality and study.
What are your key responsibilities then in the Saturday school?
So my aim is to focus on the Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2 students.
Okay.
So they're the ones that are sort of practicing for their SATs exams, and so we're sort of focusing into sort of making sure they're getting the best grades they can.
Yeah, and how much of your time do you give up to come and help out?
So with the Saturday school, I'm here every Saturday from
Okay.
10:30 to 12:30, and I also help out with 2 of the free maths tuition centres, Marksgate and Tesno. So that's all Wednesdays and Thursdays.
And what do you enjoy the most about this project?
I enjoy seeing students achieving really great results, passing the GCSEs really early, coming back with great testimonials and just being happy to them.
Yeah. So how do you think the project benefits the community?
So the free maths tuition, I think it benefits the community in the sense where like students who may not be able to afford extra tuition are able to come and they're able to feel like they can get involved, improve, because maths is a subject that loads of students are a bit scared of and they find it hard. So I think it benefits them because they feel more confident to attack maths as a subject and they can sort of go back to school and actually attend their work and I'm very proud.
It's a subject that you need to practice to be better.
Definitely, so that's why I have the more Saturday schools and free maths tuitions there are, the more kids that can come and we're sort of reaching out to loads of boroughs, I should say.
What more do you think needs to be done by the community to help out in the project?
So I think there needs to be more an awareness of the free maths tuition centres purely because like we're reaching out to students but that's sort of through word of mouth. That's through students saying, oh, I go there. But they don't really know through like the community, maybe publicising it a bit more or community halls being able to offer us more sort of spaces for us to do the free maths tuition because some places we're actually paying for the halls to use like this hall. So for instance, we had bigger awareness, more publicity, more sponsorship. I think it would be very beneficial.
Yeah, so let's say other volunteers that might want to get involved, what do they have to do to get involved?
So volunteers, I think nothing much, just be able to give up their time, be dedicated, speak to Mr. Pastor Bright, of course, and then let him sort of take them to know where would be best suitable for them to be, what centre, where's more accessible for them, etc.
And where do you see this project in 5 years' time?
Wow, 5 years' time, I could definitely see this project expanding to so many different boroughs. Hopefully we're looking to actually set up a school, so like Bright Academy, an actual school where students can come, even if it's maybe for extra tuition or an actual state school. So I'm not sure yet, but we're looking for it to expand, definitely.
Okay, that's good. It was nice talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Could you tell us your name and your occupation, please?
My name is Ifeokoi Maswe and I'm a PhD student in University of East London.
Okay, and what are your key responsibilities in Saturday school?
I'm actually handling children. I'm teaching them English.
Okay.
I teach English.
And what influenced you to take part?
I saw the job Pastor Bright was doing, and he actually inspired me.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to do it. And I told him, he said, "Wow, it's a good experience for you," and I started. It's been good.
Yeah. And how much of your time do you give up to come and help out?
I come in every Saturday, and it's just like 3 hours or 4 hours with the kids, and it's something which I'm even willing to give more time.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you feel this benefits the community?
Oh, it's wonderful when you get to see these children solving problems, doing maths and English, and you find out that they do very well in school. This is a different setting from a typical school environment. So it's really impressive.
Yeah, they get more one-to-one tutorials.
One-to-one tutorials. You get every stage. Like you have like the very little ones.
Yeah.
Like you have different years. They have one-to-one teachers, and they all come round. Like some have to come to me, so I know what to do, and like I know how to handle their questions.
Yeah. What more do you think needs to be done by the community to help?
Okay. Like more donations, sponsorship, and cooperations from parents. Like keeping up to time, then donating, and if possible, like telling more people about it.
Yeah. Where do you see the project in 5 years' time?
Oh, it's going to be #1 in UK, trust me.
Is it not #1 already?
I'm telling you, it's #1 already. So
it's gonna
in
go
5 years, it's going to be further because it's going to be like a worldwide thing. Everyone will get to know it.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Good luck with the project, and it was nice talking to you.
Alright,
thank you.
Too.
Cheers.
My name is Joel Adafila, and I've been going to Mr. Bright's free lessons on Saturday for at least 2 months. Mr. Bright's Saturday lessons that are free really help me around school to do things such as maths, which make maths easier for me, and science, which makes science easier for me, which means that I can have a better life in the future. And the fact that they're free is even better because because you don't actually have to pay to do anything. You just go there, you get your work and you do it, and then he marks it, and then it kind of helps you if you're really like serious and understanding about how you want to do it at school. And because these 3 lessons are here, I can do better in school and my levels go up. And recently my levels just went up in maths. So yeah, these 3 lessons are really helping me.
My name is Naomi. I've been going to Mr. Bright's lesson for about 7 months and I've really achieved my maths. I've moved from 3A to 4A and my mum and my dad has been really happy.
My name is Jaden. I have been here for 3 weeks. I learned maths, times table, minus and maths, even English.
My name is Raphael. I've been coming here since last year in May, and this lesson has really helped me with my GCSEs and helped me to move up a lot of grade boundaries.
My name is Sharon and I'm 14 years and I've been coming here for 6 years and it's helped me a lot because I've been getting better grades and it's helped me like achieve the grades that I want, like B's and A's, and I will continue coming because it helps me a lot.
My name is Elijah. I've been coming here for 2 years now. This lesson's really helped me make my grades higher, allow me to know things from year 11 allow me to know things in year 11, but I'm only in year 10, which is going to allow me to get a better grade in year 11.
Thank you, Mr. Bright.